after not being selected to the All-NBA teams, Jaylen Brown went off and took control of the game for his team.
That's my guy.
What a night.
Loved it.
What a night for Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown was all the best parts of Jaylen Brown, in my mind, last night.
Yeah.
Assertive, dominant, points in the paint, getting to the free throw line.
Aggressive.
Being aggressive. All of those things. Taking smart shots. You got all of the best traits of Jaylen Brown in that game last night. He was locked in. And he's pissed. And I hope they never vote him to a team ever again now.
Doesn't matter.
After that performance last night. I told you, if you were going to take it over last night on points, Brown was the guy, and did he deliver?
I know we got the contrast with the two, but his comments about it after, and how people aren't half as good as him in that. You can tell he took it personally. He said, "But I ain't got time to effing worry about that. I'm more worried about winning the finals." That's what you want. That's everything you want. Your player, your star, and he's turned it into that. He's your alpha.
He most certainly is.
It's his team, man. You can just tell, man, with the departure of Smart, the addition of Holiday. Holiday's fantastic, too, last night. They were the two best players on the floor, by far. But Brown's separating. He's separating from the pack. And ride him. Ride him while he's feeling it. Ride him while he's hot.
Right now, it's
his world, man.
To me, it feels like the Brown and Holiday show over the first two games of this series.
Yeah, they got a really good feel for each other. Sort of the addition of you mentioned the shot selection. The two of them, so selective in the good shots that they take. You're not rushing. You're not forcing it up. You're not driving to get contact. No, it's good open knockdown shots. And they go to the bucket, too. They play defense, and they're fun to watch.
Yeah, Holiday is everything you wanted Marcus Smart to be, right? A great defender, brings all those intangibles, and also plays within the offense, plays smart, super efficient, like you said, Zo. And you can't ask for anything more in terms of the Holiday deal. When you first made that last offseason, this is exactly what you were hoping for when you made that trade.
And it doesn't feel like, when you watch the games that he's attempting to take over the mentor of the other two. I'm bringing these guys along. I defer to them. When I feel it, he's Kristen's himself team leader. Holiday does not do that. He just blends well with this team. You said it the other day. They're different. They're different this year.
I
think it's the departure of Smart. Obviously, we haven't seen Porzingis, here in these two series, but put him on ice right now, man. Don't worry about getting him out there, especially with Halliburton being out, and that doesn't look good.
And I'll tell you what, something else.
Massive break again.
We'll get to that because if he has a hamstring injury, it's a hamstring that bothered him this year, and he missed a bunch of games.
I think it was 10 games.
Okay, he missed time with that injury when he went down with it. If he's hurt and can't come back in this series, it's Celtics in 4.
Yeah.
It's going to be over. Mm-hmm. On what night would that be? That would be Monday night.
Monday night.
It'll be over on Monday night if he's done and he can't play. Yeah. Because without him, they've got no shot of winning games in this series. But something else happened in this game last night, and we're going to get to Tatum, and we're going to get to the possibility of that injury. But the other thing is Al Horford's minutes. We're at 25 minutes last night. And Al Horford, who we've been kind of critical of, I think that's fair to say, right? We've been critical of this guy. The Celtics look different when Al Horford's playing 25 minutes as opposed to the 40 minutes that he played in Game 1, which required, as we have been discussing for the last few days, required someone else to get in. And that guy was O'Shea Brissett getting into the game last night. For what? 12 minutes?
Yeah.
12 minutes. I think you're going to see more of him now.
I hope.
Took an injury to get him in there.
Yeah, seriously.
But,
Cornette's hand.
But I think that they sort of accidentally fell into a good situation in that game. That was not coaching. That was not a decision that was made. It was out of necessity, and I think they have seen something that they probably like, and that is fewer minutes for Al Horford right now, better management of Al Horford. They got to get that guy to the finish line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he was hurting him at stretches when he got tired defensively. He couldn't get out there in time to defend.
Well, when you're asking him to defend guards on the perimeter, you're going to lose every time.
I put on Twitter, too, he's killing you right now. You're so stupid, they got no options. They kind of did. Then they got to him. But, when he's tired, you got to recognize that, man. Get him win, because I think you could get him back in spurts. It's just those long stretches for him where he starts to hurt you. And that's where you're separating from the team. And then all of a sudden the team starts coming back. That you would text it, here comes Indiana. Here they come. And I'm like, yep. And they put them away. They didn't have enough. And that's after Halliburton went out. So.
That is, which is a big looming story.
What a game towards the end of the third.
In this series.
But what a game again.
But Jaylen Brown came out and was hot early, dominant early. And the opposite of that is that Jason Tatum was not.
God, does he check out? I mean, I understand the little things in that. He's not a little thing player. He's a top 5 player, according to the league. He's not. I'll say this. If you've watched the games, he's not the top 4 best players in the series. Brown? Halliburton?
Holiday? He's fourth.
How do you say his name? No.
He's fourth.
I don't know.
He's fourth. Yeah. No, listen.
Oh, Siakam?
Siakam. Yeah, Siakam. I almost call him Asiakam.
Okay.
From Asiati. Yeah, he's. I'd take in this series. You're getting more out of those 4 than him. Okay, easy with your point production.
4
Kay.
points.
You tell me watching the game.
4 points in the first half last night.
It's a non-factor.
He was 2 of 8 shooting in the first half.
And my God, the broadcast. If I'm Jaylen Brown, I go home and I rewatch that broadcast and I get more pissed off. Oh, it's a Doris Burke and he had 25 pounds of muscle. His personal trainer, and every time he drove the lane and gets fouled by a guy. Oh, what a move! And like, are you guys watching Brown? You gonna comment about Brown like that? They go out of their way when things aren't going well. They got to get him going. He's starting to come on. And then Redick's like, he had 4 points. Here he comes. Now he's turning it up. 4 points. He's turning it up. 8 or 10's turning it up in a quarter. Sorry.
I think this is the worst game that Jason Tatum's played in a while.
Yeah,
I watched Jason Tatum last night.
What's wrong with his face? Body language.
I don't know how to describe it.
Does he not take it well when he's
inactive?
No, but like
just not. You say he doesn't do the little things. That's wrong.
No.
It's patently false.
No.
Last night he didn't.
No, you took that wrong. I said I know he does the little things well, and everybody's going to inundate with him. Okay?
Not last night. He was not finding ways. We were talking the other day about Anthony Edwards and the idea that, when he's not scoring, he's impacting the game in other ways. And I said, Tatum does that all the time. What are we talking about? Tatum impacts the game in major ways when he's not as productive as he can be. And that was what led to that Joe Mazzulla comment going back to a week and a half ago when he said this guy's underappreciated. Just because he's not scoring doesn't mean he's not doing a lot of other things on the floor. Last night, he wasn't.
No.
And Zoe often accuses Tatum of being a floater.
That is fair.
And I very often disagree with you. Not last night.
If you could,
and I think the only question now is, right, I think anyone can admit he did not have a good game and was not himself. The question is, why? And is he hearing it? Is he reacting
I think it's 2 parts
to the pressure and on the conversations that have focused and centered on Jason Tatum for weeks now?
Our callers, I'll get it from us. We hear it. We go back and forth with you green teamers. It's on a national perspective now, okay? So it's not just us doing this as a show or you think as a station. Every NBA breakdown show, every set, whatever network you're on, it's the narrative. Whether it's Stephen A., Jefferson, Barkley, Perk, you name it. Anybody. Listen to the broadcast trying to help him along all night. And I'm like, this is not the night to be pumping this guy's tires. Just because he got selected in the top 5? You're missing it, man. I think he's hearing it because, let's face it, he got into a perk a half hour after game on his phone, tweeting back at it. That guy hears it. And I think he has a tough time when the other guy flourishes.